Hi, welcome back to Spine and Rehab Specialists for another Wellness Wednesday. I'm Earl Hayden, one of the physical therapists here. Again, joined again by Chris McMillen. Today we're going to show you 6 different exercise sequences you can do if you suffered a hip labrum tear or sprain. So one of the first things you want to do is make sure that you have the normal rotation in that hip. You want to be able to stay in a pain-free range. So first, what Chris is going to do here, we're going to work on bringing that foot up, so we're externally rotating the hip, and you don't want to go to a point where you're feeling any sharp pains or catching or locking sensations. So you can work on just going to one side or swiveling all the way from side to side, chasing that range. If you feel like you're getting a lot more motion and you need to get more range, you can put a strap or using a stretch out strap, and you could do a little hold. So Chris is bringing this up to a comfortable range, and then from there he's going to relax on that hold and try to hold his foot there. So we're working on the strength of those deeper rotator muscles in the hip to control the leg motion. This should actually pretty burn. You'll feel it all deep in there. So you can work it going this way, and then of course working the other way. So again, you're bringing it up to whatever's comfortable for you, and then relax the hold on the strap, and then hold it there, and gradually see if you can go up a little bit higher. Again, you don't want any catching, popping, locking, or any sharp pains with this. Another trusty staple we can use for almost any hip injury, including this one, is the clamshell exercise. So again, Chris is busting out his model pose, and he's got his knees bent about 90 degrees. Feet are tucked right underneath the hips, so everything's lined up from shoulders, hips, heels. Toes are pulled up, heels together, and then we just lift up the knee. Main thing again is we don't want to let the body rock backwards. That we're really keeping all the tension on those glute muscles over here. You should feel that deep right there, right in the side of the hip. Okay. Again, if you're you can do this with a 1, anywhere up to even like a 10-second hold. Just feeling that work on the glute. 10-15 repetitions should be good. Next thing you could do is you want to try to figure out what is a good way to squat, to kind of, if you're having problems with getting up and down from a chair, or just trying to pick up something from the floor, and you want to try to avoid a painful position on that hip. What you can do is a simple frog stretch. So what Chris is going to do here, he's on his hands and knees, and we're going to try to rock his hips back, okay? And he's going as far back as he can, trying to sink deep into that position. If this is uncomfortable, we're getting the catching or popping or into a locking sensation, we modify this by adjusting the hip rotation so he can bring his feet in or out, just trying to rotating there, and then just kind of rocking back and forth. If you find a position that's comfortable for you, you can kind of work with that, and that kind of gives you a hint of how your hips and feet need to be positioned when you actually do your squat. So once you figure out your squat angle, then you want to start working your way back to just doing normal squats. You can start off with a TRX to give you a little bit of assistance. So Chris is right here. He's pulling some tension on the handles there to give him some assistance, and then he's going to go through a squat movement, okay? And again, you want to go to a depth that's comfortable for you. You shouldn't have any pains with this, anything in the hip. You should just feel the muscles working. Once you feel comfortable with this and you don't have to use the straps, then you can just do your standard squat. Again, the technique is you're sitting into a chair, the hips and knees are bending at the same time, and you're pushing evenly through the hips, and you change the angle based on kind of what you figured out when you're doing that frog stretch that was done on that table. Next exercise we can always do for the hips is the hip thrust. Probably the best exercise for building up the glutes, and you don't even need a bench that looked like it came out of Joe Weider's gym. All right, you can do this off the edge of a couch or off of a low bench. Again, the edge of the bench should be right below the shoulder blades. Keep the glutes tight, dig in hard with the heels, and squeeze those glutes on the way up and then even on the way down, okay? So the head position is going to be whatever's comfortable for you. Some people feel comfortable with keeping that chin tucked. Other people keep the head straight and just let the head move with the body. But you want to do like a good 5-10 second hold with that. Anywhere between 10 to 20 repetitions should be good. So the next thing you want to make sure, once you've mastered the squat and the hip thrust, that all feels good, you need to make sure you can push evenly off of that injured side. So here we're going to use a TRX to do an assisted lunge. So the injured leg is the leg that's in front, and Chris is just doing a step back and sinking down into the lunge position. Again, using the TRX straps to provide a little bit of assistance to take some load off of that leg. If you feel really comfortable with that, you're getting a lot stronger, you can even do this where you don't even put the other leg down. You're just slowly sinking all the way down and pushing back up. Again, this is more advanced, and you should not have any pain with this. If you have pain with the assisted lunge where both feet are down, you shouldn't even be trying this. But making sure you can do this with anywhere like 5 to 15 repetitions should be good. All right, and those are 6 different exercise sequences you can do if you've had a hip labrum tear or sprain. So make sure to join us next Wellness Wednesday for more ideas on how to keep yourself moving. And make sure to also join us tomorrow for our Thirsty for Knowledge Thursdays, where our leader, Harry Coster, and one of our other PTs, Anthony Durant, are going to go over hip labrum tears and sprains in more detail, what they are, how they happen, and how we can help you out with them here at Spine and Rehab Specialists. And make sure to join us. We have a new thing that we're starting off. What is that? Sitting strong. Sitting strong. All right. So for all you folks that maybe you don't have the best mobility, you need help exercising, Sitting Strong is a 1-hour class where we show you how to exercise your arms and legs and core while sitting down. Okay. And Chris right here is going to be leading the charge on that. So join us for that. And I guess we'll have more details on our website and definitely on our Instagram page. So check us out.